everybody. Thank you for tuning in to Heavenly Cynt Youth Podcast, we'll say. I have a familiar face here. As you guys know, Martin was on before. I forgot what we talked about, but he was on before we talked about something. However, Martin has been doing some things again in the community, bringing awareness like he always do, and that's why I love Martin to the moon and back, because he's always educating us on things that we should to know that we generally wouldn't know. Real short, you guys, thank you for praying for my son. He's doing better. He's still in the hospital, so they're saying that he should probably be home Saturday, so I definitely appreciate all the prayers and all the gifts and all the things that you guys have been giving us while we were there, so I appreciate that. Okay, so without further ado, as you guys know, Facebook friends, there has been a protest with the nail shop. And the young lady to me in the middle is LaTanya. She was the original recorder of this. She was actually in the shop the day that this incident happened. And so from LaTanya, Martin came into play, and Martin has been on the battlefield boycotting this thing since the beginning of time. And I'm so appreciative of that, because I'm sure as women, we've been to certain nail shops where we didn't get the utmost customer service that we should, being that you're spending your money. And I got this thing where if I spend my money, why should I go to an establishment or anywhere where I'm not appreciative? So it's nothing for me to say, oh, that's how you treat me, let me keep it moving. But however, everybody's not mentally in tune to do things like that. For some strange reason, we gently continue to go back to bad behavior or to people who don't respect that. So without further ado, I'm going to let Tanya in the middle give her synopsis of what happened in the nail shop that day. Tanya, thank you for coming on. I appreciate you.
Thank you for having me. The name of the nail shop is Color Nails. It's on 8300 South Highland Road in Chicago. And actually, we were in the nail shop, and the lady, Charmaine.
Wait a minute, before then, is this the first time? Yeah, now, is this your first time in the shop?
No.
Okay.
No, I actually had been going to the nail shop for years.
Awesome, okay.
I had been going to that nail shop for years, and you want me to go into the whole story?
Whatever.
So I had been going to the nail shop for years, and I actually had went in there prior, and I had to get my eyes done for a funeral or whatever. And I had went in there to get my stuff done, but when I went in there, Tina was busy. She had a whole lot of people, so I went to someone else.
Is Tina the wife of the...
Wife of the guy, of the owner
of
the establishment who all this is about.
And what's his name?
They're calling him David. I'm not sure if his real name, his birth name.
I like the name Martin.
We call him
Let's call him Domestic Dave. Right, that's the name that he's been given.
That's why I gave
That's his moniker, yeah. Domestic Dave. So I had went in there to get my eyes and stuff done. Okay, so when I went in there to get them done, because I had nowhere else, I couldn't go nowhere else. I didn't know anywhere else to go because I had been patient her for so long.
And that's normal.
But I actually stopped going to her because of the prior incident where it was her husband doing something. I had spoke with her about it, and told her why I hadn't been in there and everything, and we talked about it. She was telling me about it, but I hadn't been going there. Okay. So in the midst of me running around, I was like, okay, let me run up in here real quick. Forget it. I'm going up in here and let Tina do it. I go up in here, she busy, the other lady do it. Well, when she did it, they came off the very next day. So, of course, they come off the next day. I'm not going to pay somebody else to do them over. I go right back there. Upon going there to go back, I noticed that I'm sitting there because they said the Tina said she was going to do them over because the lady who had did them wasn't there. I'm sitting there, and all of a sudden I hear Domestic Dave yelling. So I turn around, and when I turn around, he's standing over the young lady Charmaine, and he's just real aggressive with her, telling her how get out of here, get out of her chair. He's sick of her. She tell him she wanted this way, then she told him she wanted that way. It's bullshit. He went off. Wow. And she's a real timid. The young lady. I'm sorry, I curse. I'm sorry, my cursing. Yes, my mouth. And the young lady, Charmaine, she's real soft-spoken and a timid young lady. She's not an aggressive. In no way, form, or fashion, she's not aggressive.
Okay.
So, because I actually was waiting for her to take the initiative to, kick it off, because this man was disrespectful.
Wow.
And she wasn't. It wasn't until they began, when she got up and was became upset and got agitated, well, you ain't taking care of me. I've been sitting since 2 o'clock then.
Now, this is the young lady in
question. Yeah, that's when she finally stood up for herself and started saying something.
Wow.
And they just started bum rushing her, pushing her out the door. But mind you, I wasn't recording at the time, so you didn't see that part, and I was on the phone. So I had to tell the people I was on the phone with, and I was about to get off, because I thought we was about to get into it up in the shop.
Now, is this the lady, did she the one have the little girl or the kid?
Yeah, she's the one that had the little girl, and then they locked the little girl. That was her little sister, and they wouldn't let let her out the door.
About how old would you say she was?
She's about 12 or 13.
Okay,
she's
so
13.
Altercation happened.
Yeah.
Altercation happened. They take the 13-year-old, push her towards the back, and push the parent or the
Well, yeah, like bodying her, like
that's crazy.
Blocking her path from going out, like continuously, like blocking her every time she, try to make a move and everything. But they had pushed Charmaine out the door. That's the part you don't initially see.
Wow.
Well, let me ask you a question. In there, when they pushed Charmaine, did she get any services that they did push out? They didn't want her to pay.
She was getting her nails. Her nails wasn't finished.
Oh, okay.
He stopped doing her nails.
So he got upset.
He got upset because whatever she was saying, you couldn't hear her because that's how soft-spoken she is.
I'm glad you clarified that because
right, you couldn't hear her. And they were sitting directly behind me.
The first incident that when Martin and them got the first shop closed down, they made it as if, and I don't know, I'm just saying, they were saying that she didn't pay. So this incident was totally different. It wasn't even, she didn't even get to the point to where.
It had nothing to do with paying. And then you have to really think about it. How many women of color go inside a shop, a nail shop or a hair shop and play games about it? No, you trying to get in and get out. You ain't got time to play. I'm not paying you games. You trying to get in and get your service. I know people who come in and pay for other people
to get out the way. And that's something I do. Be like,
that's not true.
So in the midst of this, so did the young lady see that them hoovering or pushing her the kid to the back?
Yes.
Is that when she got erased?
That's when she was like, let her out, she was snapping, but
that makes sense.
In all actuality, come on, she didn't snap the way that she should have.
Right.
With them taking hostage her little sister, so
yeah, I can't.
The way that they was doing it, they was doing too much, right? Pushing them to the back, and you can't take your own child. When they do that? What they do that at?
So from there, I think I seen the video on Martin's page, and then so Martin. How did you get involved in this? And why did you feel it was necessary for you to go
Her cousin inboxed me the video, and I was looking at it. I was on live. I'm looking at she inboxed me, tagged it to my page, then she inboxed me. Now I looked at it, and I'm driving down the expressway. I'm looking like, man, is this real? This is live. All I can hear is her mouth. I've never met her, I was like, man, I was trying to get there fast as I could. Then when I finally got there, it was over with. She was off.
Me.
Yeah.
Blocked me. He jumped out the car. I'm in the car.
So he hit your phone out. Was that your phone?
No, he had never. Oh yeah, the man he hit my phone. That's when I pushed him up. Yeah. Yes.
So you record. He get upset. He hits your phone down. So they just in there on 10.
So by this time though, I'm outside. Martin, he pull up. It's his big truck pull up in front of me. He like, hey you, ain't you the one recording? I'm like, what? He's like, ain't you the one recording? He done blocked me off. I couldn't even get out the mall lot. He just blocked me in. Somebody said, ain't you the one recording? I'm like, yeah. Who are you? I didn't know who he was at the time.
So Martin, you being the male, why was it important for you to get involved in this?
Well, first of all, it's always a true statement. I'm gonna say it. Black women are the least, most unprotected, and I've got experience with this. I know what go on in these places, even though I don't go inside of them, but I know I've heard stories, so I was like, man, I got to get, because I had trouble over there before last year. I was there from a previous incident, boycotting. Last year in November, domestic David snatched the woman's wallet, And this is a young lady about 28 years old. I won't reveal her name. Work at the post office. Real quiet.
Was this on your Facebook too?
Yeah,
I seen that as well.
That. And so I boycott maybe 2 or 3 days, and I cost them a lot of money. But then I backed off because it was cold outside. I was like, you know what, I'm cool. Maybe they learned their lesson. Then when I heard of this incident, I was like, oh, this is it. We got to shut them down. And that's why I got involved, because I knew he had an anger problem. Also, it's another video with the hot tea on.
I seen that one as well.
But they tried, the problem with the hot tea is because the young ladies attempted to alter it. You know what I'm saying? They attempted to erase what they had done, which they shouldn't have. Because, and I understood why though, because we always seen as the animals, the aggressive one. You know what I'm saying? But if somebody throw tea on you, you need to become an animal.
Indeed. So y'all, if y'all want to look at these videos, you guys can go to Martin G. Johnson's page, and you will see these incidents that we're speaking of.
Just scroll on down. Just be a little patient. Just scroll on down. They're right there.
So how long has this boycott been going on now?
Since September the 3rd.
September 3rd. It happened September the 2nd, yeah.
We've been there every day. We have not missed a day from open to close. So this is serious, and I want the world to see. If you don't believe that this is serious, come down here. come down on 8300 South Holland by Walmart in the same mall and watch us in action. We got the young, the old, the middle-aged, everybody down there, and we standing on it.
And it's unfortunate that a lot of times we don't take action until something happens to us. So I tilt my hat to both of you for recording, and you, Martin, being the male, bringing awareness, because I've experienced things at nail shops, and I can honestly say, for me, it don't take for you to tell me that this man hit you in a nail shop. For me, it could easily be me. So that's not somewhere I want to go. So for me, it's all about coming together. And so that's why we're so divided. And I was reading a post today that said, they say that African American communities are the poorest. However, we got Asians and all different type of
not true.
Ethnicities coming into our neighborhoods making a killing. So I don't think that we're poor, it's just that we got poor spending habits.
Yes, we do. I agree.
And I want to give a shout out to Jamal Green. We both partner on this. So I reached
out to Jamal. Yeah. Jamal too busy. He didn't answer my phone. So
see,
let him know that I reached out to him.
Oh, he know we was coming. So Jamal, see, you got to answer your messages and stuff like that.
So LaTanya, what do you say, or how does it make you feel, or even you, Martin? How did it make you guys feel? With all these incidents that's happening in the same shop, and for you being in there, LaTanya, when you see other African American women going in there patronizing?
Well, it's either two things. One, they don't know what's going on.
Okay.
Two, they do know what's going on, and it's not personal. It didn't happen to them, so it's none of their business. That's the mindset. And some of them just really don't care. See, it's like crime. Y'all know I'm the crime chaser. It's okay to show a dead body, a graphic body on Facebook, social media, anywhere. It's okay as long as it's not your family member. But when it becomes your family member, it's different. That's the same way in the nail salon. Because you have not become a victim of circumstance, it don't matter. It don't matter to you. Or where they do nice nails, leave those people alone. And let me say this, you know everything about a black person. You grew up in a black home, you went to school in a black home, you went to church.
You open up a book. You read about a black person.
Oh, you know everything, but you know nothing about Asians. But you support their business, and you don't support people that look like you.
And when you think about it,
and will argue issues for them. They actually argued and came up with everything. And now, you know what? I don't have no problem. Everybody's entitled. You're entitled to believe what you choose to believe.
Right.
But this is what I'm saying. If you have somebody standing for something and you're choosing to lay down, then lay down gracefully. You know what I'm saying? Lay down. But don't be upset with me for standing up.
Exactly.
You know, that's just like with the Asian. I'm not anti-Asian. I'm just pro-black. I'm not against the Asian community. I'm not mad at any other ethnicity. I just feel like it's a certain amount of respect that you should give to anyone that patrons your business. And when you have a certain sect of individuals sitting down, and I feel as though it's become malicious now because it's continuous, it's repetitive. It's not an accident. Accidents happen once. It might happen a second time. This is reoccurring. He's comfortable with it, and he's comfortable with it because we're comfortable with accepting it. Look how many women continue to go in there and make up excuses for, well, I like Tina. I do too. They don't have nothing to do with liking Tina, but guess what? Whatever you feed Tina, you feed David. Wow. That's just like if Tina's pregnant. Whatever you give to her, whatever she takes in her body, it gets the baby. It's the same way.
Well said, well said.
That job is her baby.
Well
That's their income. That's theirs.
Let me say something, Tiny, real quick before you go, Cynthia. Listen. Do you think one time Cynthia is going to go against her husband for any one of us?
Absolutely not.
She's not going to do that. That is $1 million business. And imagine 15 black women if they was running that same shop and making $1 million a year and splitting between 10 to 15 women. Imagine that, people. That's what I'm trying to get people to see. Go ahead, Cynthia.
I was just gonna say, as we just said, this is a multi-million-dollar business, and we're paying for these other ethnicities, kids to go to school and so on and so forth. So I look around and see people do book bag giveaways for the kids and all this sort. I can't remember even in my neighborhood, one of those shops said, "Here, come get this," or even try to give something back to the community. But like you said, we run in there because now they charging 50% off a nail. To me, it's not that serious because just as you running there for this 50% off, as you said, Tanya, that just lets them think that it's okay to do it the next time. This ain't the first or the second or the third. This is an ongoing process. So therefore, David is comfortable doing this, and therefore, right now, y'all hurting the pockets. So now it's a reality check.
But we have to ask ourselves, whose fault is that? Whose fault? Who allowed them to come into the community and don't give anything to the community? The aldermen, so on and so forth. It's the truth. They allow them to come into the community, place up shop, and they benefit and we don't. And that's the truth. You need to make them. You have to make a people take care of the community that they live in. Make them take care of the community that they are making income in. If this community is feeding you, then you should give back to that community. Nobody should have to make you do that. But due to the fact that you do have to do it, that's when people that we place in positions need to step up and do their job.
Another awareness that you guys brought, or Martin brought to the table, is that a lot of them not even licensed. And it's so crazy because I see, like the shop that I go to, this, the girl pop up, you're like, oh, that's my daughter. And in the beginning, she was terrible at what she was doing. So now when I think about it, that girl ain't got no license. She can't because she have no clue. She just, experimenting, and if you don't like it, you go to the lady, and if you don't care, you go to her, and she ain't got a clue. She every bit of 16, it look like.
But they won't crack down on it because
I want to go a little deeper in this conversation because we surfaces. This boycott is not about color nails.
Thank you.
This boycott is about disrespect of the black woman.
Thank you for making that plain.
That's what I just want to make you clear. This boycott is not about hate. I don't thrive on hate. I love black people, and I want to make that clear. I'm fighting for black people, and I hate way black people are being treated, even by black people, when it come to crime. I hate when black people kill each other. I hate when Asians mistreat our sisters when they come in their place of business. I hate when Arabs and all that, way they treat us, selling us bad food and disrespecting our sisters. I hate all that, but I love them, but I hate what they do. I just want to put that out there because this is not a hate speech. This is not a hate platform. I'm all about love. I'm loving on my brother and my sister. Now, if you got a problem with me being black, I can't help you on that one, but I love my sisters and my brothers.
And it's about awareness. A lot of times we are oblivious or blind to stuff we don't know. And so now with this being presented in front of us, I'm sure as a woman, you'll be conscious when you walk into these nail shops and they treating you or you see some behavior that's not acceptable. I would think that someone would say something or take the initiative to, intervene. Everything ain't about violence. I'm sorry. Yeah. Everything not about violence. And like he said, it's about respect and about a service. And, when you spend your money, you want to, you expect a certain type of a level of service, whether it's with the Asians, whoever it is.
That's it.
I don't think that you guys will go to a place where you're being treated and keep going over and over.
Right, and continuously go.
Let me say this to the black-owned shops, the black-owned nail salons. Customer service don't have a color on it. Can I get a witness?
That's so true.
Customer service do not have a color. It doesn't have. So I'm saying you guys have to step your game up if you want this business. You know what I'm saying? Step this game up. The Asians, they are your competition. Even if you had to drop your prices if you want this clientele, because we're going to shut color nails down. They're on life support.
And customer service means everything.
They are on life
support.
People
think that customer service doesn't. It does.
It really does.
Customer service means everything when you own a business. It does.
And let me say
how you interact with your people means something.
Let me say something to the sisters. Don't be so quick not to give people look like you a second chance, because we can be hard on one another. Mm-hmm. And we so loving and forgiving other people and don't know nothing about them, but we can't stand each other. So we gotta get out of that mentality too. That's all I'm saying.
Have any of these black-owned nail shop workers came to the boycott? And
yes, one. I know Lux Nails.
Lux Nails came.
8206.
8206. She came, and another sister came, but she gave out some tickets. Some flyers and everything.
Awesome.
I forgot. Yeah, a couple of nail shops came. And that's the thing, though. Like he said, a lot of us feel like if it don't affect me directly, it doesn't affect, and that's not true. Directly or indirectly, what affects one of us is going to eventually affect us all as a whole.
Absolutely.
And let me say, this is a code that black people. I've learned from experience. I'm gonna say this, Cynt, and it's not real bad. It's not graphic. Anytime you're in a nail salon or other beauty supply, and you see your sister that look like you in trouble, whether she guilty or not guilty, wrong, right, stay there and see what's going on, find out. Do not allow nobody to put their hand on it. Even if you got to put out your camera and take a video, do that. call the police, 911. Do not. And if you send in a nail salon and you see your black sister being disrespected, you need to pay for what you already get your service and get out and walk out. No, help your sister first, then get out and walk.
And it ain't just a nail shop. And then if you recording and somebody is putting their hands on it, it gets to get to a point. At some point, you need to put the phone down and start helping. Because I'm sorry, you just not gonna. Just like with that incident in Philly, you see the way they whooped them girls.
That was terrible.
Come on, and all them women, everybody recorded.
And that's
you
where
had
this comes
so
from
many
now.
women in the background recording. Ask yourself. You stood there
Nobody
and you
even called the
watched them
police.
women
Nobody
get
called
jumped
the
on,
police.
just like when that woman was stabbed. Do you know that they said that they only received one call when that woman got stabbed on that train
I remember
back
that
then?
incident.
And guess what it was? A Caucasian.
See?
Come on now.
But you know, we got to fall in love with each other again.
Yeah, we do.
First, love yourself, because you can't love none of us right here on this panel if you don't love yourself. And when you love yourself, that means you're demanding a certain amount of respect. And let me say a little bit about the colors. No boycott, why it's on my mind. This thing is larger than 8300 South Holland. It's all around the United States. And what I'm doing is bringing awareness, let you people know. It's not about no money with me. I got clout already. Everybody know who I am, what type of work I do. I'm consistent. I'm not into no bribery. All I want to see is my people get respect, especially when they spend their money. Because you can't tell me, Cynthia, this is me. I don't get my nails done. But if I come in and say I want a manicure, and you give me a pedicure, no, you can't tell me what you want.
Exactly.
I'm paying for this is services.
Exactly.
And you cannot go to jail if you walk out. The worst thing can happen to you is get a fine and write your summons to go to court. That's not a felony. It's a misdemeanor.
Speaking of which, Martin, you got arrested doing that boycott.
Oh,
Tell
my
us about
God.
that. Tell us about that.
I
I was
need
like,
them
He
to
wanted a bologna sandwich anyway, Cynthia.
Listen, I need them to tell me what I got arrested for, because I sure enough don't know right now.
Are you serious?
No, we
I
do
don't
not
know. First they said,
Trespass.
no. First thing was,
I was like,
they
Martin,
said I threatened somebody. I said I threatened. I said,
And
what did I
then
do?
it was trespass.
No. Then the second was my scanner. I said, well, it's perfectly legal to have a scanner as
you
long as you're not
serious?
committing no crime with it. Then the third thing was criminal trespass. I said, well, I never went inside the place. I never stepped foot in there. So it was just, it was a false arrest.
So what does your paperwork say?
A criminal trespass.
Criminal trespass.
So what's going to happen with that?
I had to go to court October the 24th
Really?
at 1:15 on 111. So,
So this man is on the battlefield, y'all. This wasn't even about him. It ain't. This lady that was in the nail shop was no relations to any of you two, right?
No.
No,
This
I'm
was just
not,
something
I'm not related to any of
And
them.
I-
To the
I've-
lady
I've never
Charmaine,
met
and
you,
I
Cynthia.
had never met him before.
And see, this is just this is African Americans sticking together for a change. And so for this man to go on the battlefield to bring awareness, to get falsely arrested says a lot about who he is. And I thank God, for the union. I met Martin way back, and I told him we forever embedded. And I'm always in tune with everything that he do. And it's so funny because I went to Sunday. I was so discombobulated. Left the hospital and went to church and didn't realize it was Sunday. And so I ride up there and there was nobody up there. So I called
they
Martin.
closed her. They
Yeah,
closed
they
her.
closed
But I forgot a lot of nail shops don't even open on Sunday
Right.
on the west
But they-
side. So I was all discombobulated.
Yeah,
But
right.
come back. We need
You definitely
come back
was
and
in
take
my
a
heart.
photo, because listen, we
Indeed.
need support, people. We just need support. Come out there, share the videos, and that's all we ask you to do.
But we are getting a lot of support from different states.
Yeah, we are. We
I
are.
see, I
A
know.
lot of support from
Yeah,
different
I see.
states. They come through and they show their support, and people come through. They get donations like food.
Yeah.
And see, it's always, thank you guys for bringing the food, because they got to eat out there. They got to
Right.
eat. Food is always appreciated.
Right.
But it's always the outsiders. It's never the people in our corner
The
that
ones
we
you
expect
expect.
to
Right.
be out
Yeah.
there for. It's
It's
always
always
the
like
outsiders.
that.
I've learned that a long time ago, and I say it. But you know what? What
But
God,
it's okay.
right? What
It's
God
okay.
got for you is for you.
Let me say this to them organizations out there. I have supported so many organizations out there.
I believe
have
that.
video
I believe
and
that.
I interview you, but I have not seen too many organizations that came out there to support me. I have supported your dad. I have supported all types of things for you people.
Yeah.
And nobody have not came out there and support this boycott that we was on, these organizations. Maybe it's because you're not ahead of it. And so you feel there's no need. But you'll need me one day. Check.
And then the people that's on a platform outside of Martin's that could actually stand up and say something, they won't until it's election time. So unfortunately, this didn't happen around that time.
And I noticed that a lot of times, as long as you got As long as the camera's there, you got everybody
Ooh,
coming out.
yes.
Everybody
That's
coming
how
out.
it is.
And it's sad because if you say that you stand for something, and the only time you stand for it is when the cameras, when you get accolades from all the outside, who gonna take you serious? And so it's the people like this that I want to be around because I know it's sincere. I know it's from the heart, and it's from the heart reach the heart. And so we got to do better as people. Otherwise, we're gonna keep getting the same treatment that we've been getting because nobody wants to stand. Everybody want to be important. Don't nobody want to take the back seat. Everybody want to say that, oh, I did this, or and it's crazy.
And then I think we got that mindset everything is a scam, you know, and that's how. And then you lose faith in a lot of things because it took me to come in contact with Martin for all this to happen, for me to change, for me to start back feeling the way that I felt because I had given up, like really, like honestly, Cynthia, it's like sometimes the hurt is different when it's your people, you know. And when it's your own that's giving you so much disappointment, and it's like sisters, like we start, like we hate each other. I became so bitter. Like, man, what's wrong with us? Like, why do I care so much? Nobody else care, you know.
Yeah.
And then I met this man. It's like, man, people do still care. The sister,
well, you know what?
Tina,
listen,
you know,
it's
Child,
love.
you know,
It's
just
love.
like,
It's love. That's all it is,
Martin gonna
sister.
shake it up.
Listen, I'm not trying to go my conversations from here on up. You know what I'm saying? I'm loving on a sister unconditionally. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to get in nobody's private life. And I told us when we come on that front line, we have one goal is to shut it down. We're going to love on each other. We're not going to flirt with people's wives. We're not going to flirt with people's husbands. We're not there for that, sister. Now keep it 100.
He an instigator too, Cynthia. He's out there. You know, we do what I do, but he's a big instigator.
Well, I like to have fun too. Anybody that know me, if you get to know me, I'm down to earth. I don't have a lot of money. I might have a little fame, but listen, I use that for our people, for our race. That's what I do.
Yeah, you do. You
use it.
genuinely care. I can say that.
And that's why, like you say, that's why you got the clout. You got people. I know so many people be like, oh, I need this to be seen.
Yeah.
Anybody know Martin? Anybody got Martin number? And I just laugh.
Because you know when Martin is sincere. You know he cares.
Exactly.
You know that you can get a lot. I mean, it's other people that care, but they have their
Ulterior
motives. And and some of it is understandable, but with Martin, it's just like what you see is what you get.
And let me tell you, while we're talking about this, quit coming and ask me if I'm making money. I'm not motivated by money. I'm motivated by love. Come and join me.
Bless your heart.
Now I'm gonna want to say that. That's how.
So you know what? We got a couple more minutes. And so I think I seen on your page where you were doing shifts. Are you still doing that?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so tell us how that go.
Oh, okay. The morning shift is like maybe from like 10 to 12 or 10 to 1.
Okay.
Then after that it's so on. So like every 3 hours. But if you can't commit 20 minutes, we'll take 20 minutes of your time. 10 minutes, 30 minutes, 1 minute. Every little bit
Just
helps.
coming out, passing out.
We just don't want to. We don't want to burn out the people that be out there all day, such as myself.
Yeah.
So give them a break or something.
We got like seniors.
Yeah,
and
I want to shout out to all of our
them,
protesters.
Like, what Chris, Bettina,
Jack,
what's the sisters?
Arville,
Mama Shirley, now all
Shirley,
them sit out on the front line.
So y'all ain't gotta listen to what we saying. All you gotta do, go to the video, go to Martin page and look at the videos and put your own
narrative on it.
narrative in there. And
Jack.
if it's something that you guys, you stand for, go out there and stand out there and be a support.
Nathan from Johnny.
And make a difference. And man, real quick, Martin, tell us about the other. You closed another shop.
Yeah,
now.
we closed it real quick. 103rd, they beat and kicked the sister outside the shop. The video went viral. I reposted it, and we shut it down. It took us every bit of 3 weeks, and they are gone, closed for business.
So that shop is no longer open.
That's it.
Wow. So real quick, y'all, Martin, Latanya, you guys want to give a shout out to somebody?
I just want to give a shout out to everybody out west. I love you all.
I want to give a shout out to black people, and especially those that are on the front line on the boycott. That's what I want to say. Thank you so much. I appreciate your whatever you guys doing. I appreciate it.
I want to thank Can TV for giving this platform. My mother and my grandma, my support system that's sitting in the hospital with my son. Thank you guys for your prayers.
And a shout out to you, Cynthia, for having us.
Yeah, that's
Shout out to you.
Shout out to you for having us. You can add anybody.
and coming in such a short time. So Latanya, you Martin friend, so you my friend too.
Right.
Okay.
So y'all be
She a
safe.
West
and
Side,
we-
too.
Just sisterhood. We from
And
West
West
Side.
Side.
Yeah.
So y'all will see me out there soon. As soon as I get a break, I'll be out there.
Okay.
Until then,
Okay.
see you guys next week.